What if you could dramatically change your daily energy with one tiny tweak to your routine? No complicated diets, no expensive supplements, just one simple snack eaten every day for 1 week. That's the challenge I'm proposing. I'll give you the exact recipe for this energy experiment, and more importantly, I'll spend this hour revealing the science of why it works so you can turn a 1 week boost into a lifetime of vitality. We all know the feeling. The clock ticks past 2 in the afternoon, your focus fades, and your eyelids feel heavy. It's tempting to reach for a coffee or a sugary biscuit for a quick lift. But what happens an hour after that? For most of us, that quick fix is followed by a deeper crash, leaving us more drained than before. It's a frustrating cycle that can make our afternoons feel like an uphill climb. But what if that slump isn't an inevitable part of getting older? What if it's not something we have to accept? That daily dip in energy is a direct signal from your body. It's a message that the fuel you're using isn't the right kind for the long haul. Think of your body's energy like a fireplace. A sugary treat is like throwing a piece of paper on the fire. You get a big, bright flame for a moment, but it quickly burns out, leaving you with nothing. You're left colder than before. What we really need is a dense, seasoned log, something that catches fire slowly, burns steadily, and provides consistent, reliable warmth for hours. This 1 week challenge is about choosing the log over the paper. It's about giving your body fuel that provides sustained energy, smoothing out those peaks and valleys. If you want to discover more simple, evidence-based ways to build a more resilient energy reserve, consider subscribing. We share practical tips every week for adults who want to live with more vitality. And this journey is easier when we take it together. Are you ready to begin the experiment? It's wonderfully simple. For the next 7 days, I invite you to try one thing. Each afternoon, around the time you normally feel that dip, have one specific snack. The goal isn't to change your entire diet overnight. The goal is to introduce one powerful habit and observe how your body responds. This is about curiosity, not rigid rules. It's about becoming a detective of your own well-being. The only tool you'll need is your own awareness. Before you eat the snack, take a moment. On a scale of 1 to 10, what's your energy level? An hour later, check in again. What's the number now? How do you feel as you start preparing dinner? Is there more spring in your step? A little less fog in your mind? Keeping this gentle mental note helps you connect what you eat to how you feel. So what is this simple, powerful snack? It requires just 2 ingredients. The first is a small handful of raw, unsalted walnuts. The second is a small handful of fresh or frozen blueberries. That's the combination, walnuts and blueberries. You might be thinking, that sounds nice, but what makes that pairing so special? Why not an apple or a different kind of berry? These are excellent questions, and they get to the heart of why this experiment is so effective. It's not just about the foods themselves. It's about the magic of the combination, how these 2 ingredients work together to give your body exactly what it needs for that slow-burning, long-lasting energy. To understand why this works, we first have to understand the enemy, the energy crash. It all comes down to something called blood sugar or blood glucose. Imagine your blood is a river, and the sugar from food is like little boats of energy floating in it. Your cells all over your body are towns along the river that need these energy boats to do their work. When you eat something high in simple sugar, like a candy bar, it's like launching 1,000 tiny paper boats into the river all at once. Suddenly, there's a traffic jam. Your body releases a flood of a hormone called insulin to quickly direct all those boats to the towns. Insulin does its job almost too well. It clears the river so fast that soon there are hardly any boats left. The river is empty. This is the crash. Your cells are now starving for energy, and you feel tired, irritable, and often crave more sugar. Does that roller coaster sound familiar? The goal of our challenge is to get off that roller coaster for good. We want to stop launching flimsy paper boats and start launching sturdy, slow-moving barges that release their cargo gradually. This is where our hero snack comes in. Let's look at the first ingredient, the walnuts. Walnuts are a nutritional powerhouse, but we're focused on 3 key components: healthy fats, protein, and fiber. What if I told you the most important component was once considered the enemy of a healthy diet? I'm talking about the fats. For a long time, we were told to eat low-fat everything. We now know that the right kinds of fats are essential for our health and energy. Walnuts are rich in a type of healthy fat called omega-3 fatty acids. Think of these fats as the anchor for our energy barges. When you eat fats with other foods, they dramatically slow down digestion. They force the stomach to empty more slowly, which means sugars are released into your bloodstream much more gradually. There is no sudden traffic jam. Instead, the energy is released slowly and steadily. This simple act of slowing digestion is one of the most powerful things you can do to prevent an energy crash. But the benefits of walnut fats don't stop there. Our brains are nearly 60% fat. These healthy fats are the literal building blocks for our brain cells, supporting communication between them. So while fueling your body, you may also be providing key nutrients that support cognitive function. It's a wonderful 2-for-1 benefit. Next up in the walnuts is protein. Protein is often associated with building muscles, which is incredibly important as we age, but it also plays a vital role in energy. Like fat, protein slows digestion, contributing to stable energy. But it has another job too. Protein is very satiating, meaning it helps you feel full and satisfied. A snack with protein can prevent those nagging hunger pangs that might send you searching for a less healthy option an hour later. It keeps you comfortably full until your next meal. Finally, walnuts contain fiber. We're going to talk a lot more about fiber when we get to the blueberries, but walnuts contribute to our daily intake as well. This trio, healthy fats, protein, and fiber, makes the walnut a perfect foundation for a steady energy snack. It's the deep, resonant bass note in our nutritional chord. Now, what about the other half of our duo? Let's turn to the vibrant, delicious blueberries. If the walnuts are the anchor, the blueberries are the smart, time-released fuel cargo. Blueberries are a fruit, which means they contain natural sugars. But this is where the confusion often lies. How can sugar provide steady energy? The difference is how that sugar is packaged. The sugar in a blueberry is held in a complex web, like a fish caught in a net. That net is fiber. Fiber is a type of carbohydrate that our body cannot digest, and it is one of the most beneficial things for our health. When you eat a blueberry, your body has to work to untangle the sugar from that fibrous net. This takes time. It ensures the sugar is released into your bloodstream slowly and methodically. Compare that to drinking a sugary soda. That's like pouring pure, free sugar directly into your bloodstream. There is no net, nothing to slow it down. This is why a whole fruit is almost always a better choice than fruit juice, where the protective fiber has been stripped away. The fiber in blueberries prevents the blood sugar spike. But what about the color? That deep blue and purple hue holds another secret to their power. The color comes from potent compounds called antioxidants, specifically a group called anthocyanins. Think of your body as a busy city. All day, the city's work creates a form of pollution called oxidative stress. Over time, too much of this pollution can damage our cells and contribute to feelings of fatigue. Antioxidants are the city's cleanup crew. They neutralize this harmful oxidative stress, protecting our cells. By eating antioxidant-rich foods like blueberries, we help our body's natural defense and repair systems work more effectively. So now, let's put it all together. Why is this combination of walnuts and blueberries so perfect? It's a true partnership. The protein, fat, and fiber from the walnuts slow down digestion, creating a stable foundation. The fiber in the blueberries ensures their own natural sugars are released gently. The walnuts essentially manage the energy release from the blueberries. Together, they deliver a steady stream of fuel to your cells over several hours. There's no spike, no crash, only sustained, reliable energy. This is the principle we want to feel during our one-week experiment. It's a lesson your body will learn very quickly. When you give it the right fuel, it responds with gratitude in the form of stable energy. As you begin your first few days of the challenge, keep this image in mind. You are not just eating a snack. You are loading a slow-moving barge with precious cargo. You are choosing the log for the fire. This simple shift in perspective can make all the difference. But what if the best snack in the world is useless without one simple, free ingredient most of us forget about? We have the perfect fuel, but what if the delivery system for all this wonderful energy is sluggish? We can have the best fuel, but if we can't get it where it needs to go, it won't do much good. This brings us to the second part of our challenge, hydration. From about day 3 or 4 onwards, I want you to add one more simple step. When you have your snack of walnuts and blueberries, have it with a full glass of water. This sounds almost too simple to matter, but its effect is profound. Fatigue is one of the very first signs of even mild dehydration. Long before you feel thirsty, your body may already experience effects like brain fog, a mild headache, and a distinct lack of energy. Why does this happen? Our blood, which carries oxygen and nutrients from our snack to our cells, is mostly water. When we are dehydrated, our blood volume can decrease. This makes the blood thicker and harder for the heart to pump. Your entire system has to work harder. It's like trying to drive a car with sludge instead of oil. Everything becomes less efficient, and that inefficiency drains your energy. Water is the transport system. It's the bus that carries the energy from your food to its destination. If there aren't enough buses running, the nutrients get stuck. By staying properly hydrated, you ensure the energy you consume can actually get to your brain and muscles efficiently. This is how hydration directly multiplies the benefits of a healthy snack. But how much water is enough? The old rule of 8 glasses a day is a starting point, but our needs vary. A better guide is to pay attention. Notice the color of your urine. Generally, you want it to be a pale, straw-like yellow. If it's dark, it's a clear sign you need to drink more water. Another sign is thirst itself. If you feel thirsty, you are likely already a bit dehydrated. The goal is to drink consistently throughout the day to prevent thirst. Try to avoid chugging large amounts all at once. It's more effective to sip steadily. Keep a water bottle or a glass on your counter as a visual reminder. Every time you see it, take a few sips. This gentle, consistent approach is easier for your body to manage. But what if you find plain water boring? There are many ways to make water more appealing without adding sugar. Try adding a squeeze of fresh lemon or lime. Drop in a few slices of cucumber and a sprig of mint. You can even crush a few extra blueberries and let them infuse the water with flavor. Herbal teas, hot or cold, also count towards your fluid intake. Peppermint, chamomile, or ginger tea are wonderful, caffeine-free options. Find something you enjoy so staying hydrated feels like a pleasure, not a chore. For the second half of our one-week challenge, let's make it a pair: the snack and a glass of water. This powerful duo addresses both the fuel and the delivery system. As you practice this, notice the subtle shifts. Do you feel a little sharper in the late afternoon? Is your thinking clearer? Sometimes the benefits of good hydration are not a sudden jolt, but a gentle lifting of a fog you didn't even realize was there. By combining these two habits, you give your body the essential tools to function at its best. You are not just avoiding the slump, you are actively building a foundation for sustained vitality. As we move into the final days of our experiment, from day 5 to 7, our focus shifts. We've understood the science and added the amplifying power of hydration. How do we turn this one-week experiment into a lasting, effortless part of our routine? The secret to building a new habit is to make it easy. One of the best techniques is habit stacking. This means you attach your new desired habit to an old existing habit you already do without thinking. For example, do you always put your lunch plate in the dishwasher? That is your trigger. The new habit becomes, after I put my lunch plate away, I will immediately get out my small bowl and prepare my walnuts and blueberries for the afternoon. By linking the new habit to an established one, you don't have to rely on memory or willpower. The old habit automatically reminds you. It becomes a simple sequence. Find a trigger in your day that works for you. Maybe it's after you finish reading the paper or when you turn on the radio. Whatever it is, make that your signal. This small trick can make a habit last a lifetime. Now, a crucial part of making a habit stick is ensuring it doesn't become boring. While walnuts and blueberries are a fantastic start, the true goal here is to learn the underlying principle. What is the simple formula for a perfect energy-stabilizing snack? It's a source of healthy fat, plus a source of protein, plus a source of fiber. Once you understand this formula, you can create endless variations. What if you'd like a change from walnuts? Try a handful of almonds or pecans. They also provide that wonderful mix of healthy fats, protein, and fiber. How about a savory option? A hard-boiled egg is a fantastic source of protein and healthy fats. Pair it with cherry tomatoes or crunchy bell pepper slices for your fiber. This combination follows the exact same principle. Another wonderful option is a small serving of plain Greek yogurt, which is packed with protein. Add your fiber and healthy fats by sprinkling in a tablespoon of chia seeds or ground flax seeds. Add a few berries and you have another perfectly balanced snack. What about a small sliced apple with a tablespoon of peanut or almond butter? The apple provides the fiber and the nut butter provides the protein and fats. Do you see the pattern? It's a simple template you can adapt. You are no longer just following a recipe, you are empowered to make smart choices for your own energy. As you solidify this habit, there is one more layer we can add. It has nothing to do with nutrition, but everything to do with restoration. I call it the mindful moment. So often, we eat our snacks while distracted. For our challenge, try something different. When it's time for your snack, step away from the screens. If you can, sit by a window for 5 minutes. Put the walnuts and blueberries in a nice bowl. Look at the colors. Notice the textures. When you eat, eat slowly. Really taste the crunch of the walnut and the burst of the blueberry. Take a few deep, slow breaths. This small act of paying attention improves your digestion. When you are calm, your body is in a rest and digest state, allowing it to better absorb nutrients. It also provides a mental reset. This scheduled pause is a moment of quiet. This mental break can be just as energizing as the food itself. It clears the clutter from your mind and reduces feelings of stress, another major drain on our energy. Finally, what should you do with that new energy? The old saying is true. Energy creates energy. When our bodies are sedentary, we feel sluggish, even if we're eating well. The most powerful way to break that cycle is with gentle movement. After you've had your snack and water and you start to feel that gentle lift, use it. This doesn't mean you need to go for a run. It means embracing small movements. Could you stand up and do a few simple stretches while holding the back of a chair? Could you walk to the end of the driveway and back? Could you put on a favorite song and march in place? These small bursts of activity get your blood flowing, delivering oxygen and nutrients even more effectively. It signals to your body that it's time to be alert. Think of the snack as the fuel and the movement as turning the key in the ignition. Together, they get your engine running smoothly. By the end of this week, you will have built a complete, multi-layered ritual for afternoon vitality that nourishes your body, hydrates your systems, calms your mind, and gently moves your muscles. This brings us to a crucial point. Every person is unique, and what works for one might need adjustment for another. It's important to listen to your body and adapt this challenge to fit your specific needs. What about nut allergies? If you have an allergy to walnuts or other tree nuts, you should absolutely not include them. But that doesn't mean you can't use the principle. You can easily substitute the walnuts with a handful of pumpkin or sunflower seeds. They are also wonderful sources of healthy fats, protein, and fiber. The hard-boiled egg or the Greek yogurt with chia seeds we discussed are also excellent nut-free options. The formula remains the same even if the ingredients change. What about the cost of fresh berries? Frozen berries are a fantastic alternative. They are often picked at peak ripeness and flash frozen, preserving their nutritional value and making them more budget-friendly. You can also swap blueberries for other high-fiber, lower-sugar fruits like a small plum or a handful of raspberries. What if you have sensitive teeth or dentures and crunching on whole nuts is difficult? This is a practical concern. You can still get all the benefits. Try chopping the walnuts into very small pieces or use a smooth, unsweetened nut butter instead. A tablespoon of walnut or almond butter provides the same healthy fats and protein. As for the blueberries, if the skins are tough, you could gently mash them with a fork. The key is to adapt the form to your needs without changing the nutritional principle. Finally, what if you try it for a day or two and don't feel a huge dramatic difference? Please do not be discouraged. Our bodies are not light switches. The effects of better nutrition are often gentle and cumulative. The first few days are about building the habit and giving your body time to adjust. The real magic often happens over the full week and in the weeks that follow. This is about consistency over intensity. It's about the small, steady deposits you make into your health bank account. Be patient with yourself. The goal was never to find a magic bullet. The goal was to feel in your own body the difference a simple, science-backed choice can make. It's about proving to yourself that you have the power to influence how you feel. We have come a long way together. We started with a simple invitation, a one-week experiment. We've unpacked the science behind blood sugar, healthy fats, and fiber. We've learned how to amplify its effects with hydration. And we have built a complete ritual around it, incorporating mindful moments and gentle movement. You now have much more than a snack recipe. You have a deep understanding of the principles of sustained energy. You have the formula, protein, fat, and fiber, that you can use to build countless other healthy snacks. You have the knowledge to get off the energy roller coaster and replace it with a steady, reliable source of fuel. This experiment was the first step, designed to show you what is possible. The journey to better energy isn't about a massive overhaul of your life. It's about small, intelligent choices that add up over time. It's about choosing the log for the fire instead of the paper. It's about being kind to your body by giving it the fuel it was designed for. If this approach to simple, evidence-based wellness resonates with you, click the subscribe button and the bell. That way, you'll be notified when we release new videos to help you feel your best. Your journey to better energy doesn't have to be a giant leap. It can start today with one small, delicious bite. Take care.